Thanks for joining me today. This is RAWkin Spirit Jen, and today I'm bringing you RAWkin Rose Soothing Detox Bath Bombs. And these are going to be soothing, cleansing, comforting, and boy, they're beautiful. I just absolutely loved making these with fresh rose petals from the garden and wonderful essential oil of rose, along with pearl powder and mica. This is going to be terrific. So basically I've started with my dry ingredients, which is citric acid, Epsom salt, clay. I've got charcoal, pearl powder, some black mica, and I've used my handy coffee mill to grind that Epsom salt so it's nice and silky. Don't want any chunks of that. And then I'm going to start with my wet ingredients, which is going to have a little bit of SLSA to help the essential oils suspend nicely. And then I'm going to be using a little bit of poly 80, which is going to help with the bubbling, some sweet almond oil. I've got a little bit of garnet water that I've infused in the windowsill there. So it's a beautiful mineral rich garnet that's leached out into the water. And then I'm going to use my moon presses and my beautiful rose petals, essential oil of vanilla and rose, and that's going to soften and just be beautiful for the skin and give a vibrancy. And so those are just some of the dry ingredients that I'm showing you: the pearl powder, the charcoal, and the clay. And then a little bit of glitter dust for the end. And then these beautiful petals that I pulled off of my summer roses last summer. And those are just gorgeous. Some of the prettiest roses that I've had, and they smell divine. So I'm just breaking those up a little bit so that they can set nicely on the top of the bath bombs. And now we're going to begin mixing the dry ingredients. And I have to be careful to mix this slowly because I tend to get a lot of dust going in the air, and especially with this being charcoal, really don't want to breathe that in. So I'm just going to keep my head back a little bit, not over the bowl. And you might think, okay, black bath bombs, they're going to make my skin look dirty or, you know, whatnot, but really it's going to rinse clean off your body. It's going to feel like a super spa experience. People pay hundreds of dollars to go to the spas to get these beautiful detoxifying charcoal treatments to their skin. And so in the water with the minerals, it's going to help to pull out those toxins out of your body. And with the baking soda and the sweet almond oil, it's going to give a nice silkiness to the skin when you're finished, and it's going to relax you with the minerals from the Epsom salts and the rose and the vanilla. It's going to be absolutely perfect and divine. You're going to have a little bit of sediment probably in your bathtub, but it's going to be real easy just to rinse that off or take a dry washcloth and just wipe it out when you're done. But it is worth the little bit of cleanup that you have to do in the bathtub for such a powerful benefit to the body is charcoal. It's absolutely wonderful. So we're going to continue mixing this up until I get it just the right consistency that will hold together. When I squeeze it in my hand and drop it down into the bowl, you want it to hold together, but you don't want it too wet and you don't want it too dry. It's a little bit of finesse, especially when you're hand molding. Continue mixing that up a little bit. Charcoal is one of my most favorite things. I use it to whiten my teeth. I'll mix it with coconut oil and it gives a beautiful white smile. The inside of a banana peel does that too. If you take and rub that on your teeth every time you have a banana, it's pretty nice. But all that aside, charcoal has been used for so many things, for poison control. If a child has ingested poisons of some certain types, or food poisoning, if you were to get a hold of something that didn't agree with you, stomach viruses and bacterias, they just get absorbed so nicely when you take charcoal. So I always take it when I travel. I make sure that I have it in my suitcase. If I should go to a restaurant and pick up something that didn't agree with me, it just absorbs all that bacteria before it has a chance to multiply and take over It really dispels that, and I never have any trouble with it. It's so benign, and it just collects the things that don't need to be there and absorbs it. So you want to make sure if you're taking it internally that you don't take it the same time that you take your medications, because within that first hour it's going to absorb the medication. But if you get something in your gut that you don't want to be there, it is very nice to get rid of that. It helps with gas and bloating. It's just phenomenal, and it's just as good on the outside of your body to pull out those toxins if you're somebody that gets a lot of acne. Right now I'm just pressing those out. I've already got those nicely into the mold, and I'm going to pack those in as tight as I could get them. They'll be about 3 to 4 ounces in weight. Should have some great bubbling action in the tub. With the rose petals will float at the top of the water. Put some soft music on, dim your lights in your bathroom, put a candle on. It's just wonderful to sit for about 20 minutes to detoxify, and then, you know, if you want to spend another 10 or 15 minutes in there, then your body will really drink up the Epsom salts and the minerals to relax the muscles before bed. And I love this black contrast to the beautiful pop of the red roses and the melon color roses. I just think it's beautiful. And then I'm going to dust this with a beautiful iridescent mica. It's going to be very pretty. Anybody would be thankful and happy to get one of these for Valentine's Day for your sweetheart or your daughter, your sister, your mother, your aunt. A guy would love this as well. Men love to take care of their bodies. They won't tell everybody that in public, but men buy a huge percentage of bath care products, soaps, and things that make their skin soft. You know, everybody wants to take care of their skin, and men don't have to be brawny all the time. They can also love their body and detox, and they love fragrance as well. They love things that smell nice. And hey, why not treat them? Black is a beautiful, perfect bath bomb for a guy. So I'm just going to keep packing these in, and then with the last little remainder, I'm going to make a sweet little round bath bomb, just like a big marble. So it's going to be really cute. Eventually I'll make a lot of these cute little black spheres or any color bath bombs, and just keep them in a little bowl in my bathroom, not too close to the water or anything, because you don't want to get a lot of humidity. But if you have a more aerated part of your bathroom that you can keep those in a dish on the sink, they'll look really, really pretty. And then you just carry them over and plop them down into your tub, mix them with a few different types, and get some different essential oil blends by dropping 3 or 4 different scented and colored bath bombs in there, and you'll have a nice mix of colors dispersing in the tub, and that's a lot of fun. I've got 4 daughters, and I'll tell you, they all love bath care like this. Not all of them bathe, but the ones that bathe love that. But they love body care, everything body care. And so I absolutely love formulating these recipes, knowing that I raised them as clean as I could. Now that they're getting older, I don't like them going to the malls and the cheap stores and just buying this junk. So I try to keep a supply. I'm starting to send this to them more and more so that they'll have the best ingredients for their body as a young adult. I love these moon presses. Packs them nice and tight. You can actually lift and move them right away, unlike when you're doing them in a big round sphere. You really need to let them sit for a day or two before you can handle them, or they'll crumble real easy. But once they're hard as a rock. But when you use these presses, you're packing them so tight, you can lift them up and move them right away, so they don't have to stay in a mold. But of course, you still want to let them dry for a couple of days. So I'll give this beautiful little pixie dust here, little magic detoxifying dust. And then I'll be ready to put these in a container, airtight, for 2 to 3 days, let them harden up, and then I'll be ready to shrink wrap them. I will have them on my Etsy store, RAWkin Spirit, and RAWkinSpiritCreations.com website. These will be put up today because typically if you put an order in today, I'll be shipping them out in a couple of days, so they'll have plenty of time to harden and be ready for shipping. I don't have a lot of these in stock, so first come, first serve. So don't hesitate if you want to have one of these or you want to gift one of these. Make sure that you get them or tell your loved one this is what you would like. Send them to the website. Let them surprise you with a bouquet of roses and some of these bath bombs, some chocolates, and a nice romantic night in a tub spa day for you as the love of his life, and vice versa if you're a wife giving it to her husband. Heck, take a bath together. Why not? How wonderful would that be? No modesty here. The tub water will be nice and black. Oh, I cracked myself up. I'm so sorry. Little dumb humor there. Okay, so we're on the home stretch. And you can see my back shelf back there is full of herbs and powders for tonics and smoothies. It's my family's nutritional care back there on the right hand. I had a shelving unit built all the way to the ceiling, and I keep my wonderful tonics and supplements and protein powders and all my additives there. And then I have 2 rows of tea bags above that. I keep them out where they can be seen, where they can easily grab their smoothie. I've got my juicer right there, but here we go, back to the finished product. So if you'd like one of these, visit my websites. Please give it a big thumbs up, leave a comment, share the video, subscribe to my channel, and visit my stores and my Facebook page, my Etsy, my Twitter, my YouTube. They're all in the details at the end of this video. And my Alpha Gal, this is Alpha Gal friendly products for those who have tick-borne allergies. This has been a wonderful product for me to use, and should be for you too. God bless and make it a great day.